Aloha, sweet, beautiful being. It's Katsura here, and it's been a while since sharing, as I've been going through quite the internal process, and this full moon, hi Luna, really got the message that it's basically time to stop being lazy and do some more sharing with the world. And so here I am, a little nervous and shy to use my voice, but ready to do it again. And today I want to share some questions that have come up regarding the current, just overall collective experience that we are experiencing. And so, before beginning, of course, would love to take a moment to ground and center. And the best way to do that is with our breath. So I'll go ahead and take a deep breath together, breathing in through our nose and fully exhaling through our mouth. We'll go ahead and take a deep breath in. Fully letting that breath out. And so we just had the Aquarius full moon coming into the Lionsgate portal, connecting us to our Syrian brothers and sisters. Thank you, I feel you there. I know you're here. Thank you. And so, the first kind of overall message, and I want to share that this is a message that got through the opening of the Akashic records, some work that have been inspired by most recently. And so the first message was that currently here on Earth we're receiving a transmission. We're on a transmission. So I thought, what is a transmission? And so if we break those two words apart, we've got trans, like transportation, and then mission, like to be on a mission. And so as a collective right now, it's like many of us light workers have embodied to be a part of this transmission, to help to move the earth, transport the earth and earthly beings from one state of being into another state of being. And so I didn't want to use this reference, but I'm going to. My partner plays D&D, and they're on this like descent to Avernus. And anyways, long story short, it like basically speaks to a planet that is like captured and like chained down by another ruling planet that is not of love and caring and kindness. And so it's like we are on this path of liberation. We have been on this path of liberation for many lifetimes. And that's a part of why we are here now. That's a part of why many beings are embodying at this time, is to help us through this stage of life, to help us through this path of liberation. And there are so many guides here supporting us. There is so much that is unseen. And we want to tell you that you are more empowered than ever, while the intensity of the moment that we are in can at times be overwhelming and feel as if we are just being like crushed, it's it's okay, you know. A part of being a light worker does not necessarily mean that we are always going to feel light. You know, we are working with the light. A light worker is helping to bring and radiate that light. And so that means to really bring that greatest shine and sheen, then we must be present with the most dark. And from there, we can really help to illuminate. Uh, wow, so it's like these powerful beings, you watching this, are here not not because, you know, it was going to be like, you know, just a light show and where you sit and relax and watch and enjoy and sip a margarita, um, but because we came to work. That's why it's like work. And you know, the word work, like sometimes we get caught up and it's like, oh, this is drudgery thing, and oh, you know, let's change it, let's shift it, like light activator. Like here we are to activate more light. You light activator, go out there and like activate that within, so then when you go out, you can really shine and allow that to come through. Oh, okay. And so I'm curious, is there any other message that wants to come through regarding light activation at this current time? Sit still, be very steady, be very present in your heart. And through that presence in your heart, you will know that you are being spirit guided. How can you stay present in your heart? How can we stay present in our heart? Oh, tune in. Take those soft moments. Take any moment that feels like it is hard and bring softness to it. Come back into that heart space through your breath, through your intention to really listen into the heart. Oh, really allow that beat, that steady beating, to guide your path. That feels really vague. um, anyway, that's the message for that for now. And had some more questions that arose, and one of them I was wondering is, are we as a collective really far outside of alignment with our highest purpose? And the answer for that is no, we are not outside of our highest purpose, even if we are not living the mission to our fullest capacity, which at the time there is room for humanity, for individuals to deepen in their own self process, to really go internally even deeper than have been, and really look inside. Let go of the drama that is playing outside of yourself. While it might be interesting and it really feeds the egoic mind to have something to be concerned about and worry about, it is not serving your highest purpose at this time. So, yeah, let's go of trying to, you know, fix the world outside of us and ignoring what's going on inside with that. And I'm not saying don't go out on the streets and speak your voice. Do that so long as it is inspiring and calls to you, so long as you can hold your own sense of peace and integrity within, and really that is how you can serve the movement the most, is through holding your own center, holding your sense of peace, and that is going to create the greatest amount of ripples. And so everyone, like, what is speaking to you now the most, whether it is going out on the streets, whether it is writing, whether it is creating support groups for the collective, do exactly that and stay so focused in building that your life starts to just move and make spaciousness for that to unfold, and it'll just continue. You will continue to bring in the people, the resources, meet the connections that are guiding us towards living our most fully realized dream. Oh, and so while there is room for growth within the collective and room for people to continue to step up, step in, and really express their most authentic self. That does not mean that we are not in alignment. In fact, that means something in alignment with us at this moment is creating this situation, so that we can look more deeply at what is taking place in our life and create the clearing that is needed so that we can be on a higher realm of joy and sense of peace and inner standing. And so, and all, and it's like that reminder that all is a part of the oneness of Goddess. All is a part of the collective experience. And so we're not, so to be walking in the dark with the dark, holding hands in the dark, does not mean that we are out of alignment, for that is a part of the yin yang, that is a part of the whole experience. It just it's just that we are experiencing the balancing. We are experiencing the different sides of that, and that is okay. Oh, and so to maintain alignment is to just be really present with where we are, with whatever emotion is arising, whether it is an emotion of anger and sorrow, whether it's an emotion of joy and bliss. All of these are a part of the unity of oneness. They all come from love. Oh, and and yeah, and we want to be able to be fully present with whatever is arising and whatever is present for us, and just nurture and love ourselves through it. It's okay to not be the most perfect enlightened being in every moment, and when we have those moments, to really love ourselves and appreciate ourselves in it, and then equally love and appreciate ourselves when we are at our learning curves, when we are experiencing those harder, more challenging moments as well. And so another question that is arising is, how can we move past these stuck feelings, and how can we work past all these patterns that seem to be playing out? So the patterns for the collective are very great and very vast, and will continue to play out for more lifetimes. We did not come here to all of a sudden change the world from this over to here. As you can see playing out, there is so much that is being processed in the collective dynamic that is really strong in many different energetic spheres. And that is all a part of the process. And this human experience is to be able to experience those realms. And that is a part of our highest work, is to see one another in the light and in the dark, and to still find the beauty no matter what you are witnessing, what we are witnessing within that. If you see someone who is out there and they are, say, a part of the police force, and they are, tasing people and spraying people, then how can you see that? How can you witness that? Know that it's not okay to treat humans that way, yet still come to a place where you can love, hold, and nurture the little boy or the little girl within that being that is doing the best that they can. And similarly, bringing that back to yourself. How can you, when you are faced in times of challenge, in times of not acting in your highest, come back and see that little girl, that little boy within yourself that is just asking for a mother's hug, a father's protective embrace. Just like the children are the future, and it is our responsibility to create nurturing, loving environment for children to grow and prosper in, it is just as important for us to nurture our own little girl, our own little boy that is asking for that love, for that assurance, to know that we are beautiful just as we are, just as we have been created and grown to be right now. So let's take care of all the children of the earth, our own inner child, and those that are all around us growing. So what is any message that the Akasha would like to share to help us along on our path? Be embracing to the opportunities that come in your direction. Be embracing of what brings you that joy, what brings you that bliss. What will that look like? It will be that feeling that you are following your dreams, that feeling like there is an alignment beyond what you have experienced, an alignment, even if it's not beyond what you've experienced before, that it feels like, wow, this is what I've been waiting for. Like, do that. Really do that. It's good to process and really mentally analyze and think about the different possibilities, but don't let yourself get hung up on that process. And when you know an answer, as hard as it can be sometimes to follow that path, it will only get easier once you really start walking it. And so with that, I have one final inquiry, and diet is so huge for our health and what we eat. And I am curious if there are any foods that would really help right now in assisting our light bodies. Greens, lots of greens. Remember your greens. And yeah, get your greens in. And so, Katsura Balanza here. Very happy and grateful to be sharing with you. And may you continue to push past your comfort zone in a way that helps you to grow and helps us all to grow. You doing your light activations helps to activate light all around you. And so may we continue to walk on our divine path of purpose with ease and grace, so that we may uplift ourselves and through that uplift humanity all around us. Allowing us to liberate from that which is not bringing us our deepest joy, allowing us to find liberation, freeing our own minds, so that we may continue to move through with wisdom, carrying the wisdom of our heart, the wisdom we have learned. And so, if you wish to receive a reading, I would be happy to offer that. You can reach out to me through email. I'll have a link for that. You can find me on Facebook, Vida Balanza, Vidabalanza, with Katsura, Katsura. Vidabalanza.com as well. Thank you so much for listening. I send all my love.